Ever wondered what it's like to be one of the world's wealthiest and most innovative minds? Meet Jeff Bezos, the man who turned an online bookstore into the e-commerce behemoth known as Amazon, and then proceeded to buy everything under the sun. From luxury mansions that could double as palaces to a clock that ticks for 10,000 years. Bezos doesn't just spend money, he redefines the concept of excess. Now that we've set the stage, it's time to plunge into the fantastical world of Jeff Bezos. Number 8. The dog that does laundry. Meet Jeff Bezos' robot dog, Spot, who can literally do his laundry. But that's not all this futuristic pooch can do. When Jeff needs a beer, Spot can fetch it. And if that grosses you out, Spot can just go to the store for snacks instead. After Jeff's done eating, Spot will clean up. And with a gun attachment, it can even be his bodyguard. Worried about a rogue robot? Don't be. Spot has a kill switch. Even though his robotic wonder cost Bezos $75,000, it's not perfect. So if Bezos is trying to keep himself protected, he can't just rely on his dog, because there are more powerful people out there trying to murder him. That's why he has the most expensive private security in the world. Number 7. High-stakes security measures. When a journalist was killed in Saudi Arabia, Bezos blamed the assassination on a Saudi prince. The Saudi government did not take that lightly, allegedly threatening Bezos and hacking his phone to blackmail him about his secret affair. So not only did Bezos install military-grade, bulletproof glass in his office, but he also hired 9 bodyguards to follow him around everywhere. And that ain't cheap. Coming out to $1.6 million a year just to keep Amazon's golden boy safe. Number 6. A car collection out of this world. But when you're worth $165 billion, you gotta buy some nice stuff for yourself, like a stupidly expensive car collection. And you already know he's got your standard rich guy cars like a stretch limo, an Escalade, and a Range Rover. But when he earned his first $10 billion back in the year 2000, he bought something you'd never believe. He bought a 1997 Honda Accord. No, for real. The dude was literally worth billions and decided to drop $10K on a Honda. But that broke boy mentality didn't last long. He leveled up and bought a $3 million Ferrari Pininfarina Sergio soon after. There were only 6 of these made in the world, but it's still the cheapest supercar he owns. He also bought one of 7 W Motors Lykan Hypersport, because it's the only car in the world that can open doors like this. But every billionaire needs this next car, because it's a classic flex. And if Andrew Tate asked him, Bezos would say Oreo, because he bought a black and white Bugatti Veyron. He threw down a light $3.5 million to cop it. And it's the fastest car in his collection, reaching 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. But he spent even more on that diamond-studded car. Yeah, Jeff's Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita is covered in 1 million small white diamonds held together with a carbon fiber weave. I don't even know how it's street legal. This thing's literally brighter than the sun. Being one of 3, it set Bezos back $4.8 million. But his last and most expensive car is the Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. This special edition Lambo was made for the 50th anniversary of the company, so it cost him $10 million, making his total car collection around $20 million. Number 5. The timeless clock. Obviously, a billionaire is going to have a bunch of supercars, but Bezos ain't your average billionaire. Because I bet you didn't know, the man spent $42 million on a clock. And just like Bezos ain't your average billionaire, this ain't your average clock. The thing is 500 feet tall. So imagine a clock literally bigger than the Pyramid of Giza, built into a Texas mountainside. And since Bezos is focused on the future, instead of showcasing seconds and minutes, this clock shows years and centuries. So it'll tick once every year, and it'll chime every 100 years. There are also 5 secret rooms, like in a pyramid, set to open up across a 10,000-year period. That's if we don't blow up the planet before then. Number 4. Lavish mansions galore. It's no surprise that Jeff Bezos has more than just a couple of mansions. He's got 7. And some of them are pretty unique to say the least. Take his DC home, for instance. It used to be a museum before he bought it, wiping away all that history. Now, instead of old textiles, it boasts a movie theater, whiskey tasting room, elevators, a ballroom, 11 bedrooms, and 25 bathrooms. The total bill for this luxury setup? A cool $36 million. In Miami, he owns another waterfront mansion worth $68 million, complete with 7 bedrooms, 14 bathrooms, a sauna, and even a giant pizza oven in the wall. He loved it so much that he bought the neighboring property for $78 million, then apparently liked it even more because he bought it for $79 million. His next property, an apartment worth $80 million in New York City, isn't even a mansion, but it's a statement nonetheless. It includes a 4-floor, 17,000 square foot penthouse with marble floors, a library, and a glass fireplace. Plus, it boasts a perfect view of the Empire State Building. And let's not forget his Hawaiian gem. Nestled where the weather is perfect, it offers stunning views including a private beach and even a lava field from a 1,000-year-old volcanic eruption. Not just one mansion here though, there are 3, ensuring his guests have their own private paradise. Sure, locals might be a bit miffed by his extensive land purchases, but with what's essentially a military base in his backyard, Bezos probably isn't losing sleep over it. When you can buy anything you want, including the record for the most expensive home ever bought in California coming in at a whopping $165 million just for the land and demolition, you've definitely got the means to live large. Number 3. The Bezos Balls. But that's still nothing compared to Jeff Bezos spending $4 billion on his balls. Wait, what? Yeah, you heard that right. Bezos has 3 balls. But don't get it twisted, we're not talking about those balls. Bezos' balls is the nickname for Jeff's special Amazon offices, and they're pretty wild. These aren't just any old offices, they're basically giant greenhouses with glass walls on the outside and over 40,000 exotic plants on the inside. The largest tree in his balls is over 50 feet tall. You can actually visit this private jungle if you buy tickets, and you'll see Amazon employees working away in this lush environment. Bezos thinks this will fuel their creativity, but it kinda brings a whole new meaning to sweatshops, don't you think? Number 2. Sailing and luxury. And even though Bezos loves his balls, I'm sure he enjoys his yacht even more because it's one of the most expensive private boats in the world. This isn't just any yacht, it's a sailboat, meaning this massive vessel can glide through the seas without needing an engine. And when I say massive, I mean over 400 feet tall, towering like the Pyramid of Giza. Besides being the largest sailboat on the planet, this yacht is decked out with some seriously unbelievable features. It's got its own helicopter worth $10 million, surprisingly. Bezos' wife can even fly it herself. Talk about a power couple flex. But wait, there's more. Jacuzzis, a nightclub, a garage for cars, and believe it or not, a submarine. Let's hope that sub is built better than some others we've heard about. What's really mind-blowing is that this entire yacht can be manned by just one person. Most yachts need a whole crew, but not this one. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie. Maintaining this floating palace cost a cool $25 million a year, and purchasing it set Bezos back a whopping $500 million. Now that's what I call making waves in the billionaire lifestyle. Number 1. The most expensive thing he owns. But the most expensive thing he owns is a piece of paper. In 2019, Bezos' wife caught him cheating with his mistress, and rightfully, she was pissed. Shockingly, Jeff hadn't signed a prenup, which meant when she left him, she took half. Just like Kanye said, when she leaves your ass, she's gonna leave with half. Ironically, Jeff's ex-wife had made the best investment of all time by marrying him when his net worth was at his lowest and divorcing him at its peak, securing herself a total bag of $38 billion. And there you have it, folks. The wild, extravagant life of Jeff Bezos. From robot dogs to multi-million-dollar mansions and luxury yachts, Bezos knows how to spend his billions in style. What do you think Jeff will surprise us with next? A personal rocket to Mars or a floating city in the sky? We want to hear your guesses in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this peek into Bezos' lavish lifestyle, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our next adventure into the lives of the rich and famous. Until next time, keep dreaming big and living larger.